Do you know what happened to me when I went on the stage for the first time? Like, it was a really gruesome experience. I had no idea about what I was supposed to do, and the audience was pathetic. Like, nobody was watching me. There was nobody else who was listening to me, and I was like, okay, guys, please pay me attention. How would I speak? And then you know what I talk. Anyway, leave it. But then point is that I was really afraid, and somehow I could not make a good speech. But then I think you should also give it a try because it's not that difficult. Would you be able to listen to this if I talk like that for hours and hours? I think no, right? Hey there, I am Nancy Shah. I am a trainer, public speaker, anchor, voiceover artist and founder of Speakers Circle. We started this initiative to help people improve their public speaking skills. We conduct our interventions online and now gradually offline, and you can also be part of it. All you need to do is fill up a Google form. You'll find the link of the form in the description. Well, in today's video, we are going to talk about how to frame sentences in a better manner. Note that we have already released 2 videos which are talking about the same. This is part 3 of sentences. And let's get started. Sentences are important. We need to ensure that whenever we speak, our sentences are clear grammatically. At the same time, it makes sense. We have already shared 7 tips on how to frame sentences. Of course, we are not giving you grammar lessons, but then these are the commonly observed mistakes and the points where people struggle. So we are just trying to highlight some points here. You can watch the videos that were released previously. You'll find the link in the description. Let's move ahead with the 8th tip. First, understand what is a run-on sentence. Run-on sentence is a sentence where you are using and creating multiple sentences together, but you are not using proper punctuation or even conjunction. So the sentences are different, but then you speak it run-on and it becomes continuous. Let me give you an example. I love to write papers. I would write one every day if I had the time. Now, if you observe here, there are 2 basic sentences. First, I love to write papers. Second one, I would write one every day if I had time. Now, if you don't put any comma, punctuation or even any conjunction, this becomes a run-on sentence and people would read it like continuous. We don't want that. There are different ways through which you can convert a run-on sentence into a different manner. Let me give you the same example. Sentence 1, I love to write papers. Sentence 2, I would write one every day if I had the time. So I can divide 2 sentences just by adding a full stop in between. The second option, I love to write papers. You can put a semicolon here, and then I would write one every day if I had the time. Here you are using semicolon as a punctuation which connects both of the sentences. I love to write papers and I would write one every day if I had the time. Here I am using a conjunction, that is and through that I am dividing and differentiating both of the sentences. One more example, I can also write this way. Because I love to write papers, I would write one every day if I had the time. Here I am using the conjunction and also I am putting comma between those 2 sentences, and still it makes sense. So all I want to tell here, do not use run-on sentences. Use punctuations or you can use conjunctions, but divide the sentences and organize them correctly rather than doing it run-on. One most important thing that I want to clarify here, yes, we suggest you to avoid run-on sentences and use conjunctions and punctuations. At the same time, we don't want you to create complex and longer sentences. The sentences has to be short. So if I say like, hey there, I'm Nancy Shah and I'm a trainer, public speaker, anchor, voiceover artist and founder of Speaker Circle, but today I'm here to conduct this video and I'm happy that you're watching this video. Now here I've used conjunctions, but then it is again a very long sentence and doesn't make sense, not able to understand easily. So do not overuse conjunctions. Make it simple, clear, to the point and short. One more thing, sometimes people don't use conjunctions but then they use punctuations like comma, semicolon to connect the sentences. Now if your sentence has more than 2 commas or more than 2-3 punctuations, that becomes a complex sentence and it is difficult for people to understand. So again, avoid using that. But yes, not all of your sentences need to be short. You can balance between the complex and the short sentences. The shorter the better, but yes, some complex sentence would add value and make it more meaningful. Punctuations matter because punctuation can change the meaning of the entire sentence. Let me give you one example. Let's eat grandma. Huh? Can you eat grandma? Well, the correct sentence is, let's eat, grandma. Eat. You are dinner. Oh God, am I dinner? Well, the correct sentence is, eat your dinner. Apostrophe can make a difference. I find inspiration in cooking my family and my dog. What? Do you find inspiration in cooking your family and your dog together? Well, the correct sentence is, I find inspiration in cooking my family and dog. One more. A woman without her man is nothing. Possibly. But if I add few punctuations here, the sentence changes like, a woman without her man is nothing. Now if you just observe here, it's just game of punctuation. Therefore, you need to ensure that you put your punctuations and pauses correctly because each punctuation is meaningful and it changes the sentence's meaning completely. The next thing that I want to suggest you is take care when you are using modifiers. Now let me tell you what is modifiers. Modifiers enhance the meaning of a word or a sentence. For example, instead of saying tiger, I would say fearsome tiger. Instead of saying sunrise, I would say beautiful sunrise. You might say that I'm just using an adjective or an adverb, but then modifiers can also be a phrase. Let me give you one example. When I say the plants that I bought yesterday are growing. So I can simply say that the plants are growing. But instead of saying that, what I said, the plants that I bought yesterday are growing. That means that I bought yesterday is adding some meaning to the plants, adding more value to the plants. It is a modifier. But then if you misplace this modifier, it will change the meaning completely. For example, if I say the plants are growing that I bought yesterday, that is wrong. The modifier has to be attached with the subject. Let me give you a few more examples. Rama, my school friend, is a surgeon. This is correct. I can also say my school friend Rama is a surgeon. But instead of which, if I say Rama is a surgeon, my school friend. Now this is wrong because you have added other words in between the subject and the modifier. So do not do that. We ate the lunch that we had brought slowly. Now here, slowly is a modifier, but then it doesn't make sense here. Why? Because the subject and the modifier are not placed correctly. Instead of that, if I say, we slowly ate the lunch that we had brought. Now here it makes sense. I hope I have not confused you. The point is very simple. The subject and the modifier has to be together to make a meaningful sentence. So these were the last 4 tips that we wanted to share with you regarding framing sentences. Of course, this is not a complete list and these are just our observations and suggestions. As we said earlier, we are not at all a grammar expert, but this is what we observed. So with this, we are completing 11 tips on how to create sentences in a better manner. Why you should check this? Well, the answer is very simple. When you speak, you need to make sure that you're using your grammar and languages correctly. So take care of these points and I hope this would help you. With this, if you find it suitable, you can consider subscribing this YouTube channel. You'll find videos regarding public speaking and other tips also over here. At the same time, you'll get to know so many speeches. I think we have by this time more than 250 plus videos and you will have access to everything. Apart from this, we go live on YouTube every Thursday with storytelling, movie review, book review, poetry recitation and much more activities and you'll get updates here. So see you there sometime. Bye-bye.